Hello there. This is Gemini with part two of why campers suck. Why you don't have to camp in hardcore to be good. Uh, Little two-part series. Um, this is a match right directly afterwards, and as you can see, I just got flashbanged. So I'm going to sit there and realize that they're going to try to hit up the blue room. And plus, I want to hear if they lay any more claymores. Because if you watched the last video, I got tore up by claymores. So I'm trying to prevent that, and I am going to be a little bit more cautious. I'm not going to camp, even though technically I'm camping right here. But I just want to see how they move, because I know they like to camp, and I know they like to set up claymore. So I'm going to listen for any claymore plants, and I'm going to see how many people run into the blue room. Which there's one, and wait for it, because it's gonna come. Number two is gonna come, trust me. But you see that I'm not going to sit here this whole time. I do get a nice little kill streak going on by kind of monitoring the blue room, but I know if I rush their spawn, the only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to get someone that's either laying there, there's a sniper up in the top building, or there's a claymore. There's number two. So now it's time for me to get up, because I'm pretty sure they figured out where the hell I am at now. So I'm going to go actually into the blue room. Bam, there's number three. Oh, I found the hotspot for him. Now this part's a little bit slow, but it gets a little bit better later on. Just watch. It's just one of those things where I learned from my previous match not to rush them completely, because they like to lay 100 claymores around their spawn. So I'm going to push it up as much as I can without getting blown to smithereens every 5 seconds. And here comes another one. And that dude was running around with a LMG in hardcore, which I feel is a major, major noob move. LMGs, honestly, is nothing but an assault rifle with 3 times the clip. It just baffles me how many people misuse it. They just grab it and kind of stand in a like a roadway or something and just kind of spray from left to right, and that gets really annoying. And I'm just waiting for these people to come in, because I'm pretty sure that there's claymores outside this door. Um, I can almost guarantee that they really have the whole place claymored up. Especially since me and the guy that blew me up the most the last time, Crypt Keeper, sort of kind of got into the stop laying so many claymores. Oh, wait till this match and stuff like that. So I tended to watch myself a little bit more this match, and as you can see, I'm actually up closer to their spawn than they are ours. And I'm just waiting, because I know they're outside the door. And there's another one. There you go. Predator missile. So I'm going to go run for cover and drop that bad boy. I know where they're spawning, because they they never push their spawn, and that's a good reason to push your spawn, is because when you do have a kill streak, especially on hardcore, since so many people use you know, and before I can even get up, there's another one. So I'm already up to a Harrier. But you want to kind of push your spawn, because you want to kind of keep the other team guessing, because they know exactly where you're at. And I laid this on top of the 3-story, because my team kept telling me that there's a sniper on top of the 3-story. As you can see, it landed on top of the 3-story and nothing. So apparently there was no sniper on top of the 3-story. And I pretty much am watching a blue room, because I know that they're all up in their spawn, and they pretty much didn't move. That's why it's so slow at first. But I'm 1 kill away from a Pablo, so I'm going to get this 1 kill. I'm going to set the Pablo off, and then I'm going to go off on these guys, I promise you. Because the team that we played against, they very rarely moved out of their spawn, and it just was kind of a funny match. You know, the amount of claymores and the amount of like laying in a obscure corner where no one would even think you are, because you're so far in your spawn, that they were doing was just outrageous. So I'm just gonna wait here, because I know they're gonna come. They're gonna keep trying for this blue room. This is probably the third most camped spot on this map, and I love Crash, and I loved it in COD 4. This was my favorite map. There we go. There's the Pablo. I got all three of my kill streaks, so now I'm going after him. I honestly got really bored. And there we go, Last Stand. I hate that perk. I hated it in COD 4. I hate it in Modern Warfare 2. I hate the fact that they put two versions of it. Um, but now you're going to see that I'm going to pretty much go back, kill the dude in the Last Stand, and I'm pretty much going to rush him because I can't stand this whole waiting game. It's very annoying. It's not that fun to me. I like to be kind of reckless when I play, and if I'm having fun and if I got teammates that communicate, then and this one here is completely my bad. All I saw was someone sticking out of there. That's why I kind of went back in that corner, and it wound up being my teammate. And as you can see, that I don't know what just happened there, but all I know is I didn't really accomplish what I wanted to, and the guy was quicker to the draw. So, but as you can see, that's one thing I try not to do in this game. If you see my teammates, there's three of them running in a straight line. That's always a bad move because, like I said, there's people out there with LMGs that just like to stand in one spot and spray, and that's three kills automatically for them. You're doing nothing, but like I said, there's a guy just standing there. I don't know if he wasn't even playing or what have you, but all I know is that they got the claymores up and running up there, and pretty much I got one of the guys. I don't know why I didn't get the second one because I could have swore I got the guy on the right before I got the guy on the left, but is the good old Modern Warfare 2 servers. It just doesn't really work that great. And pretty much I'm back off to the races. This guy, luckily I shot him because my teammate was about to walk right into a headshot. Um, and that guy is in an infamous spot right next to the 3-story, which I think that spot's a lot better than, you know, actually being on top of the 3-story. Only time I really go on top of the 3-story is to clear out the people on it. And if there's enough people on the opposite team going on there, I'll stay up there just to get a nice little kill streak going. I actually got an AC 130 from not looking over the edges, but just sitting there waiting for people to come up. And it was just so funny because they all claimed that I was the camper. The whole match I ran around except for that one part, and I was the camper. Even though they were trying to camp on top of the 3-story, it was just hilarious. And this guy gets a miraculous shot through that window. I knew he was there, I just couldn't see him. And I don't run around with full metal jacket. The FMJ thing, it's not that bad. I just think it's a little overpowered on this game, and it gets people use it in a really cheap way. Like they just stand there and just start spraying walls because they know that it's got a nice little chance. And this guy just was really aiming down his sights way too hard because I was literally there and he should have shot me. But here I go on a tear through their entire team, and you didn't see it all match, but you're about to see it right now. Once again, blown up by a claymore. But I cut down on them. I mean, the first match I got blown up like 10 times by one. Now, pretty much I'm down to one. I think I may get blown up again by a claymore, but I mean, you can't really help it on this game. Like on the first, the Modern Warfare, it wasn't too bad. I mean, you got two claymores, and after that, you were pretty much out of them. So if you got blown up once, you knew that perimeter was clear, and you can go and kill the guy. But on this game, you can go and pretty much get blown up because they have scavenger or one-man army, and I've seen some of the most ridiculous claymore things. I've seen three people in one spot, all of them with claymores, and I mean it's just ridiculous. I mean, if you have to hide behind something, and that's the best thing that I've ever seen in my life. It's the most funniest thing, and this match is about to come to an end because they're all spawning in that building because there's somebody camping in there, and I'm just sitting there taking them out because I know the match is about to end. I hear the beep beep and pretty much, but I love seeing people sitting in front of their claymore trying to camp. That is just the most god awfulest thing. And you really need to trade in your game if that's your style of gameplay, because that just really show that you're. I mean, claymores are meant to be to cover your blind side, not to sit there in front of it. It's a waste of claymore because if you shoot the guy before the claymore goes off, you just wasted it. But that's the match. We won. I hope you like the series, and please rate and subscribe to my channel.